Hey everybody, I thought I'd drop in for a minute to do another quick video update. I have garden mint, which I don't know if you know much about mint, but mint is a very easy thing to grow, especially if you have any outdoor space where you're doing any gardening. Grows like wildfire. All you got to do is plant a little bit and it will grow and grow all over the place. So a friend of mine has been harvesting some mint that she was growing, and I get to reap the benefits of that harvest. And so I'm breaking it down into bits and putting it on my racks for my food dehydrator, filling up all the racks, and I'll dehydrate up as much of this as I can tonight. But since I still have plenty more in this bag, I will be doing this again tomorrow, and she said that she'll probably be going and clearing out the mint again tomorrow. And it's funny because she grows all this mint, but she doesn't really do anything with it because she doesn't um, know how to do the dehydrating and all of that. That's why it's good to have a skill or something that you can do, especially when times like this come. So then you can be able to say, hey, I can do this. If you have that and you're willing to share that, I can do this. I can sew, or I can, dehydrate foods or whatever for you, and in return for her giving me all of this mint, I did the first bunch that I dehydrated. I did after it was dehydrated. I pulled those dried leaves off of the stalky part and crushed them in a container and put them in a nice new little metal tin and put a lid on it. And I called that her garden mint so that she can have that if she wanted to have tea or whatever in the winter, or even now. But just as a thank you for her sharing what she had with me. Like I said, she's really not interested in all that. It was more like a fun thing for her growing it. But, mint is good for you and it's an easy thing to grow. You can have it in a tea, or if you're having a bad day and just wanting to relax and feel calm, you want a soothing kind of a beverage, you can have it in that. Um, the fresh mint leaves can be used, and you can pull them off and add it to like lemonade or whatever with some raspberries or strawberries or whatever, and give it that extra little zing if you want to. You can do all sorts of things with it. If you have a problem with squirrels or any types of rodents, mice, rats, squirrels, they're really not crazy about mint. So using the growing the fresh mint around your home or around your gardening area can help protect your stuff from getting all chomped away. Or if you have mint oil, you can use that and you can spray in those certain areas, and that too will help deter those kind of pests. So mint is an awesome thing to have. But while I have you here, just wanted to give you a, a quick update on some more happenings. I've been talking about prices going up, there being fewer trucks delivering food and all of that. Well, now in my area anyway, even vending machines, like vending machines at work or other places in the community, where if you wanted a little bag of chips or a soda or whatever, the prices are going up. As if they weren't already high enough, right? The prices are going up. So this might be a good time for people to go to their local store and find brand X or Y if there's a particular thing that they really like soda pop or bag of chips, and maybe get one of those bundles with a variety of chips or whatever in it before that price goes up, or before it goes up exponentially, because who knows, it may already be going up. But to plop your quarters into a machine, I don't know if you remember the days when you can get a little bag of chips for like 25 cents and then it went up to 50 cents. And then out of the machine, it ended up being $1. Even those little zebra cakes. If you get one of those little twin pack of zebra cakes that come in the little Debbie pack that you can get in the larger pack, or it used to be $1.09, but it's probably $1.79 now. I don't know. In the machine, they were selling those two little zebra cakes in the pack for $1. But now the price has gone up. $1.25 for two of those little zebra cakes. Some people have been spending $1 on a can of soda out of a pop machine. The price has gone up. And if you use a card to get it instead of paying the cash, you're paying about $1.75 for that single beverage serving. That's a lot. Or that's as of today. What I've noticed as of today. I'm not buying it. But I will go up to the machines and push the buttons to see what the new price is. And I heard other people grumbling about the price going up, so push the buttons and you see, oh, $1.75, you get more than the 2 liter at that price. You know. So let's be mindful of stuff, and it's a good time to prepare and make sure that you have that other stuff set aside. So if you need to shop for that kind of stuff. They were saying that the vice president was talking about people going out and shopping now for your Christmas gifts because we don't know if they'll be there or be available at Christmas time. So shop early, shop now. Wow. I think it's time for people to become more creative and gift out of things that they are able to create with their own hands. This is when it's good to have a skill and be able to um, create things that are appreciated long term with your own hands. I know it sounds weird, but that's kind of how I raised my kid. I enjoyed raising my children by creating things for them. And there was a time when you actually buy gifts, but then there was a time when I couldn't afford to buy gifts, so I would create things that would have more, I think, a higher value for them because then it was things that every month there was something that they can use out of those things that I created. And so it stretched the value of those particular items. Also, another thing, there's a lot of school buses that are not able to pick up kids because of the whole jab and no jab deal. Um, some, a lot of drivers, from what I was reading in the news today, have quit their job, which means that there's not enough drivers for the school buses, just like there already wasn't enough drivers for import export of the food and other things that we need and things that we call essential every day. So if your kids don't live close enough to school, where they can either walk or where you can walk them to school before you go to work, depending on what your schedule is or whatever. Um, there's some challenges that are coming up, and the government is offering money for this and money for that and blah 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 blah. But the reality is, it's like a reset. Everything is changing. Our kids are being impacted. Adults are being impacted. The impact is being seen in the stores. At first when I was talking about it, you couldn't really see the impact. You could hear about it, but did you really see that all these changes were happening? That the supply chain was breaking down? No, but now people can see and they can go in the store and be like, oh, the shelves are pretty empty. Or let me grab that toilet paper. Oh, there's nothing behind there. And then you start thinking, okay, do I have enough stuff? Do I have enough canned goods or other things that I can use? Or, how much preparations have I done? How long does the things that I have, how long will they sustain me in my household? How long are they going to last? Do I have enough food? toilet paper, laundry detergent, dish detergent. Do I have enough of the things that I need? Start like taking inventory and figure out, okay, what do we really like to eat? And do I have some stores of those things that we really like to eat? Do I have that here? And how long does the things that I have, how long will they last? And start making menu plans or whatever for at home, and work out your plan. Like if you're serious dairy folks, like you like your milk and your eggs and your butter and your cheese or whatever, do you have some of those things that might help carry you through? I mean, granted, liquid milk in the jug is only going to last for a certain amount of time, but you can get powdered milk, and there are different types of powdered milk, and they each have to be prepared in different ways so that they're not clumpy and you don't have clumps of dry mixed in with the wet. Some of them use cold water to prepare, some of them use room temperature water to mix it, and then you send it on and put it in the refrigerator so that it can get cold after you've done that. It it's good to have a few packages of the powdered milk, whether it be in box form or in those little plastic containers like the ones that come in the commodity boxes or at the food shelves, or you can go through Amazon.com or one of the preparedness companies and order. I know on Amazon you can find like Nido, NIDO, the milk, which is through the Nestle company. And I'm not getting paid for any of these companies or anything. I'm just sharing with you what, oops, sorry about that. Sharing with you what I know from my own personal raw experience. I do like the Nido milk because it mixes very well with room temperature water. If you buy it online on Amazon, though, you'll end up getting a smaller container sent to you in the mail for the same price as what you would get if you go to Target and get the larger container. Hold on a minute and I will show you an example. I'm back. See, this is what I'm talking about. Same company, Nido from Nestle, and it's whole milk, dried. It's dehydrated whole milk. The smaller container is 31.7 ounces, which is a little less than uh, 2 pounds. Um, this larger container is 56.4 ounces, which is 3.5 pounds, a little more than 3.5 pounds dry. They last for a long time. I'm still using this one, but because this one has only about a third of a container left, I went out and got this so that way I'm sure I'd have this and this would last me through the winter because like I said, it does mix very well and it is fortified with all those wonderful nutrients and things that I like. But I also do have some of the other types, like I got the emergency preparedness bucket where you spend quite a bit of money and you get a variety of things in there, and a lot of those things have a high caloric value in them. But there was also some what they call whey milk in there in the dehydrated pack, so powdered milk basically. And then I have some other types that were like giveaways from different places, so I just stacked that up so that is set for the winter. Because like I said, I personally don't like to go out slipping and sliding in the snow. And since I live in an area where snow is a factor 5 to 6 months out of the year, I don't I don't want to be slipping and sliding in the snow to go have to get food and drag it all the way home. I'll get those basic things that I need, but I try to stay prepared anyway. And with the current state of affairs in America, I just like to really be sure that I'm prepared. So that way, if I have to stop off at the store, I can just have a backpack, get a few things, toss it in the backpack, and I can keep trucking and get home. So just wanted to make this quick video to talk about the updates. Um, even school buses, not just food and toilet paper and household essentials, school buses. Things are even getting more difficult for kids to get to school. So, some things to think about. Um, I hope that you are taking care of yourself and those that you love that are around you. And have a good evening, and I'll talk to you again soon.